Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, it's 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲. Thank you for coming, and as always, if you're a subscriber, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. As you can see today, I have a guest. I think it's better if they introduce themselves.
Hello guys, this is 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲 from the 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲 YouTube channel. I'm also a YouTuber. I create content especially around lifestyle and beauty. So, and again, will be leaving my link definitely in the description box below.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes, I'm so glad that actually I made it onto that channel.
He's a very good YouTuber in Uganda. He's one of the reasons why I'm doing YouTube today, because I was so inspired by him.
I'm so glad.
And I want to thank him for being here today. It really means a lot to me. I think I've said that like a lot.
A lot of times.
Yeah, I brought you here today because I have people who would want to know the ways of how we live in Uganda, and I thought you are the perfect fit for it. The cost of living.
Yes.
What would you want to start with?
Let's start with rent or housing in Uganda. So we are going to be trying to approximate it in USD because that can be more helpful, especially for people out there.
Yeah.
So Kampala or Uganda generally, based on the district you are going to be living in, that is going to be the determining factor for your rent. I live in Kampala, and in Kampala we have over 5 divisions. You know, 𝗬𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲𝗏 division, 𝗬𝗶𝗿𝗃𝗃 division, 5 of them. The central division. So the division you are going to be staying in is going to be the determining factor for your rent.
Okay.
But going for the basics, for example, here in Kampala, the central region for the district, for a studio apartment, you have to expect from around 250, a good one. Yes, a good one.
Are we talking dollars or shillings?
Yeah, Ugandan shillings. About 250,000 Ugandan shillings. That is approximately 70 to 80 USD. 75 to 80 USD. A good one with a bathroom inside and a kitchen area inside, and also the security, which is somehow good. Expect that about 75 USD, which is approximately 250,000 Ugandan shillings. Then when it comes to a double room or double roomed house, expect a little bit more, from around 350 to 400,000 Ugandan shillings.
By double, are you saying 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, or 3 rooms, sitting room, and then 2 bedrooms? What are we saying?
By double, I mean when you have, for example, a living space and a bedroom.
So it's 2 rooms?
Yeah, 2 rooms. But you have another spare room, you also have a bathroom indoor, and also you have a kitchen area indoor. Expect around 350, 400, which is approximately 100 USD to something like 120, 130 USD. Yes. When it comes to the apartments, for example, if you're a person who lavishly lives your life and you would love a more good, kind of situation, for apartments that can be a little bit much expensive. Expect from around 500,000 Ugandan shillings way up to 1 million and more Ugandan shillings. And for apartments, it's basic. If you want a fully furnished one, it's going to cost a slightly more amount. If you want one which is completely empty and you're going to go in and furnish it for yourself, it is also going to be a little bit much cheaper. But you have to expect from that amount of money 500,000 Ugandan shillings and above. That is approximately 150 USD to even 1,000 USD, basing on your tastes and preferences.
Depending on your lifestyle.
And also the neighborhood, all those things are determining factors, especially when it comes to the rent. Maybe the thing I would love to talk about when it comes to the rent, most of the time when you are going to be paying a house or rent for a particular property, here we don't have to prove our credit score or something like that. Like
I heard about that.
Yeah, we don't have to prove that, as long as you have the money. And also you can do a down payment of 3 months or 2 months based on when your landlord can give you the property. You don't need to prove a lot of things. And also for other districts, it doesn't mean only Kampala. Other districts, they tend to have rent which is a little bit cheaper, but also that means that you will not have the accessibility to a lot of things that are in the city, and all that. That's why a lot of people are running away from other districts, and their main aim is to live in Kampala.
But still, would we encourage you to go wherever you feel comfortable? Because it's not only Kampala that we have in Uganda.
Other districts, Masaka, Jinja, Gulu. But Gulu, a lot of other districts. But the more, the proximity, it's away from the city center, the chances are very high that the rent will be lower.
As you've talked about, the further you're away from Kampala, let's say, does the transport also come in as more expensive, or it becomes cheaper?
The transport actually becomes a little bit expensive, not even a little bit, it becomes expensive totally, especially if you have other things, or your businesses, or your schooling, you have other things to do in the city center. It means that the transportation is going to drastically increase.
Okay.
For example, our main means of transportations are, taxis, we have 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲𝗍, we have tuk-tuks, which are not so common, but we also have them. We have buses. For taxis, expect especially for shorter distances to be around 2,000 Ugandan shillings, 50-60 cents.
Yeah,
around 60
it's not
cents.
even a dollar.
Yeah, not a dollar.
Yeah.
Slightly longer ones expect from $1 and maybe 50 cents, which is about 6,000, 5,000 Ugandan shillings, which are slightly longer ones. Taxis, we have different taxi stations or taxi parks in Kampala here, but also other districts. There are actually these taxi parks where people board from taxis. When it comes to 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲𝗍, it's the same issue. Expect around 2,000 for shorter distances, which is about also 50 or 60 cents. We have other applications such as 𝗬𝗶𝗿𝗄𝗏 or 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 basing on the location or basing on the distance we're going to be traveling. Tukutukus are almost like, you know, 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲. When it comes to pricing, when it comes to prices, they are like 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗲s, about 2,000 Ugandan shillings for shorter distances, and longer ones around 4,000 Ugandan shillings. Not expensive at all. That is about actually $1.
$1 or $2.
Or $2.
Okay.
When it comes to buses, the thing you talked about, traveling, you know, from one district to another, that's where actually the prices can drastically increase. For example, traveling from Kampala here to maybe Masaka district, that can be around, right now, when it's not a festive season, it can be around maybe 40,000 Uganda shillings, much or more or less than that, which is about $11 or $12. For other districts such as 𝗬𝗏𝗄 districts, all those other districts, just know that the longer the distances, the more the prices are going to increase.
That's nice. And that also brings me to eating. We need to eat. So for food, I think it's the most affordable thing in Kampala and in Uganda generally. That is the truth. You can get food actually on the street for about 20 cents. 20 cents a You're
full
making
meal.
me want to love Uganda even more.
A full meal at 20 cents. So food is very, very affordable. We have good street food such as Rolexes for 30 cents, 25 cents, even doesn't reach to $1. If you're a person who enjoys eating in slightly fancy places, expect food to be at least a little bit expensive. That can be around $10, which is about 36,000 Ugandan shillings. But again, you can get the same food probably from that same place in a market around 3,000 Ugandan shillings.
So it also
it bases on you as a person, where do you want to eat, in a fancy place or in a local place. But either way, food is very, very affordable. When it comes to people who enjoy, for example, coffee, cappuccino in slightly good places, expect a cup to be around $3. But when you come downtown, our cups of tea are 500 Ugandan shillings. Very, very cheap.
So no one can literally starve in my country.
No one can starve because food is very, very affordable, accessible. When you go to markets, fruits, very, very affordable.
So that also brings me to we've got the house, we know the transport, to have food, now utilities.
So utilities, most especially, I would love to just talk about, I think, electricity, water, maybe and other things. So when it comes to housing, when you get your rental, most of the time, it's better when you have both of your meter situation.
Your separate meter?
Yeah, your separate meter in your house, so that you don't have wrangles with either your landlord or your neighbors. And most of the time, a unit of electricity, it can tend to be around 1,800 to about 2,200 Uganda shillings. It's in cents. If it's less than $1, that's what you have to know.
It's less than $1. It's not that expensive.
Not that expensive. And when it comes to water, a water unit was increased recently by the National Water and Sewage Corporation from 2,500 to 3,300 Uganda shillings.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, which is about maybe 93 cents or 90 something cents. It's almost reaching $1 because $1 right now is 3,600 Ugandan shillings. So it was a slightly big stretch, but it was increased. So both of those utilities they are things that you can easily pay, and you can easily move with when you are living in Uganda.
And what I like about the electricity is that you measure it yourself.
Yeah, we have those.
Yes, I like that factor that you put you put the units you're going to use, and then if they're finished, you add.
Yeah.
So that's convenient.
Maybe the other thing I would love to say is that when you use more, for example, you have a fridge, you have your fryers, you have all those things, that does not apply, because those things, they take a lot of electricity.
Yeah.
So I might use electricity for 10,000 because I don't have a lot of appliances. But if you have a lot of those appliances, expect to use a little bit higher electricity and higher bills. Okay. There's something that applies to water. If you're a person who you are living in a big house, you have visitors over, you
want
have
to
kids
be
over,
in the tub and fill the water.
It means that you cannot use electricity for maybe 20,000 Ugandan shillings or 18,000 Ugandan shillings I use a month. Maybe you can use more than that, about 40,000, 50,000.
When you talk about internet too.
Internet is also very, very important. So right now, I think the top providers of internet in Uganda, it is Airtel and MTN. They are drastically known by almost everyone, but they tend to be a little bit expensive, but they have very fast internet. Yes, very fast internet, but a little bit expensive. For example, in Airtel Uganda, you can get around 10 GB for around maybe 100,000 Ugandan shillings.
Which is a lot for Uganda.
Yeah, which is a lot
it's a stretch,
for
really.
a Ugandan living in Uganda. To pay 100,000 Ugandan shillings for about 10 GB, that is,
you are in luxury.
Yeah, you are in luxury actually. But I think 100,000 Ugandan shillings, it's about 28, 25 USD, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's around 30.
Around 30, 28, 30, USD a month. But not a lot of Ugandans can pay that, because at the end of the day, some of them, that is their salary. So you cannot expect someone to be paying that particular amount of money for internet. It is less or more, but it's a little bit much
stretch
more
for Ugandans. That's why this video is for people coming from the diaspora to Uganda.
So there's something applies for MTN. It's also a very famous internet provider, but their data bundles are a little bit higher, except when you have your Kamane, because their internet is fast, but it's expensive. So we have also other options such as 𝗙𝗏𝗿, Safari. For them, they provide very, very much data, regardless of the fact that their data is a little bit slow, and it is slow in different regions of the country. But for about 15,000 Ugandan shillings, you can get 20 GB. 15,000 Ugandan shillings, I think it's about $4. For USD, you can get about 20 GB. For 30,000 Ugandan shillings, you can get 30,000. I think it's about $8. You can get something like 50 GB. So those ones are a little bit cheaper, but their data is really, really slow. So if you're a person who works, on the internet, you work online, you need MTN and Airtel, but it's a little bit expensive.
I would like to ask, which one do you use?
Currently, I use.
What would you recommend?
What I would recommend for a person living in Uganda is definitely 𝗙𝗏𝗿, regardless of the fact that it is slow.
The other thing that I would like to ask, we've got everything that we need. Now, I like to go out. I need to go and spend some of my coin. I need to go out with friends. I need to dress up. What do you say about that? Yeah, other things that you can add.
When it comes to other things, when it comes to entertainment, entertainment is very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. I think the lowest ticket that you can access for going into, for example, a music show, that can be around 10,000 or 15,000 Ugandan shillings, the lowest, for a single person entering ordinary. That is about $2 or $3, $2.50 or $3. When it comes to maybe visiting museums, if you're a person coming into the country and you enjoy historical sites, museums, it can run for around $8 for a person just coming in. For Ugandan, it can be around $4. When it comes to either going to the beach, they are very, very affordable. 3,500, 5,000 Ugandan shillings, which is about $1 and some cents.
You're making it seem like Uganda is the best place to come to. Like it's just $2, $3. Come on, that's nice.
Yeah, it is something that really, really I know deeply that people enjoy when it comes to spending their money. It is not so expensive, it is not so cheap, but it is very, very accessible when it comes to entertainment. If a person who actually enjoys calm music shows, there are also those available at around 25,000 Ugandan shillings, which is also approximately about $8, $7, based on the show you are going to be attending. But again, when it comes to others, for example, clothes and buying other things online, you can access all those things online. Don't worry yourself carrying a lot of things. Here you can buy things online. Jumia,
I was happy that we have Jumia.
Amazon. Actually. You can actually also order things from Amazon.
I was shocked.
Don't worry about carrying a lot of things. If you don't want to go into the hassle of ordering things, just go downtown here. We have a lot of different shops in different malls. We have also these shops. Shirts can run for about 30,000. You get good quality ones, 30,000 Ugandan shillings, which is about $8. If you're a person who enjoys very, very cheaper ones, go to the market area. You can get clothes even for 15 cents, 20 cents. Children and adult, people clothes. So that is something that you shouldn't worry about. For medical, also don't worry. Just make sure that you have your wallet tight and firm, because here we don't have I think it's new health insurance and all that, but here you just enter into any hospital.
It's not something that we understand that much.
So you just enter into any hospital you find. As soon as you have your cash, we are going to work on you. You are going to get the best services.
Money talks.
Yeah, money talks. Regardless of the fact that we also have public facilities or hospitals. All the time there are no drugs there, but you can get doctors so that you can get that doctor consultation. But in privates, most of the time you'll be required to pay for a doctor's consultation, which can also be around $10, $12, which is about 30,000 shillings. That's basing on the hospital. Yes, our health is by wallet.
So any last words that you would want
Maybe the last words I can say is that, guys, when you come to the country, Kampala, any district you're going to live in, just make it a point that you don't spend beyond your budget, because most of the time that can limit you on attending a lot of different things. In case you don't have the money to go to a show, walk around the park, in case you don't have money to go to a fancy swimming pool, we are going to be paying $10. Go to the beach, it is about 30 cents. So don't spend a lot of money beyond what you have planned or you have within your budget. Then maybe the next thing, you have to be very, very curious of your security, people you are moving around with. Make friends, especially before you come into the country. If it's affordable, the internet is here. She is here. I'm here myself. Reach out to such people on the internet. I'm not saying that every person on the internet is good, but most of the time you can read their energy. Get a feel from a person in the place, so that when you come here, at least you
feel comfortable.
You feel a little bit comfortable. Pay attention to your security and everything will be just fine, I promise.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed him. I really, really love what he's doing. Please check out his YouTube channel. It's 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗏𝗏. I will put it in the description as well. Please check him out, guys. Do it for me. Go and support. Like I say, it's the reason I'm doing YouTube today. I really want to thank you so much. And in case you're coming to Uganda, I would say we are available for your disposal. Is it? We are here to help you out on some easy things that we can help you out. Guys, thank you so much. Please subscribe, support the channel, and to all of you that are coming into Africa, I really appreciate you guys putting in the effort, coming back to the motherland. Like I always tell you, it's your home, and we, your brothers and sisters, need you back home. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.